So we got the weekly update with the guild tech upgraded, so let's talk about that as well as this week's events. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in today. So we're going to be talking about the guild tech first, but we are going to hop on multiple accounts. I'm going to be going on my new account as well, and we'll discuss the weekly update on that account. But for now, I want to talk about the guild tech on this account because it's related more to the endgame players. But before we do so, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to my two newest patrons. We have Sarah Thorne as well as Alex. Thank you so much for joining the family and making my dream come true of going full-time as well. I don't know what's going on lately, but there's been almost a patron almost every single video or every single day, so I'm very grateful for that. So yes, for most of the players that are in the late to end game, we have this guild tech update. Now we're going to talk about that in a little detail today, and we'll discuss it more throughout the week. So of course you're not going to have 4+ million guild coins laying around, and to maximize the entire tech in one tree, right? So we have, as you can see, there are 5 different trees. So in order to max out an entire tree, it's going to cost 905 exact thousand guild coins and 244 million, well, if I want to be exact, I need 244.2 million gold. Yeah, it is ridiculously a large amount. So pretty much they don't want you to rush it and just finish it, and it's gonna take a while. So they want this content, or I guess it's called content, to be in the game for a while or make just smart decisions along the way. So most of the players that are opting into this are of course in the later and the end game, like I said, and they're opting for mostly what the end game comps need right now, and that is an answer to and Raw, as well as, well, mostly Dark Arthindol's CC, as well as of course Ada's damage and even the Warrior's damage. So the account that I am on currently, it doesn't belong to me. I just wanted to use an Android account to get the point across today. This belongs to Bitcoin, so shout out to Bitcoin for letting me test on your account. So he has opted for the anti-mage. On the left hand side we have the damage reduced, or we can shorten it to DR, and on the right hand side we have the CC immunity, except for silence. Alright guys, so one more thing on the left and right hand side, you cannot get damage reduced from your own class. So I'm in the warrior guild tech, right? And I cannot get the damage reduction from warriors. It's gonna be either priest, we have assassins, rangers, and against mages. I don't know why they did it that way, but hey, it's just the way it is. All right, so most people are opting into the anti-mage, and because warriors cannot get the anti or damage reduced against warriors, they're gonna have to go with the mage one right now. In terms of the endgame meta, rangers and assassins and priests are not like the main damage dealers unless you're in like the newer servers where Penny does wreck. But yes, right now in like the later, really old servers or really endgame servers, mage is gonna be one of the top issues. So that's why Bitcoin has opted into damage reduced against mages. But look at the translation: damage that warriors take from mages plus 30%. So it looks like they're gonna take additional damage. No, you're not spending millions of gold and guild tech or guild coins to take more damage. But yeah, that's pretty funny that DH Games screwed that up big time, right? And yeah, Ada does have that max HP, and we're gonna talk about that shortly, but it does not affect that. But still, it's damage reduction against Dark Arthindol and other mages as well, which are the heroes that pretty much cause the most issues or havoc in the endgame aura right now. And he has gone for the Petrify immune as well because he is quite limited. He's not in like the really old servers, so he didn't have that much time to collect guild coins. So for now, he has gone and opt for the Petrify immunity, or by 20%. And he doesn't really need the one against the Twine or stuns because he has a lot of lucky candy bars. So this is gonna be different for almost everybody, right? So his team suffers against Petrify, so that is why he opted to getting the Petrify immunity. And he's gonna have that across the board here pretty much. For his mage tech, he's gonna have damage reduced from warriors because Ada takes extra damage, of course, against dark heroes, and Aspen being one of the biggest threats in the warrior class and the dark faction, it's nice to have that little, you know, cushion between the actual boom burst damage. Yes, Aspen still has that max HP portion of his damage, but still a little cushion is going to help out, and he has opted for the Petrify immunity as well as stun. For rangers, he just pretty much re-rolled out of that. He's not using rangers, he's not using assassins. Sadly, right now in the endgame aura, rangers and assassins are not very, you know, widely used in like the older servers or those players that are going like full GVE or even Bitcoin. I'll show you guys his comm. He's going full light, mostly ranger right now for light and dark heroes, mostly just support like Michelle. Dasmog is not being brought, and assassins, same deal, right? Faithblade, Omnivore, they're not really brought in the light and dark faction right now in the older servers and in endgame as well. But priests, they are brought because of Amun-Ra. So to protect this Amun-Ra, he has a damage reduced against warriors because we have, of course, Asmodel and Aspen, which are heavy hitters. And he also has damage reduced against the mages, of course, like I said, Dark Arthindol as well as Ada. So that's a very nice, you know, set of guild tech right now that you can go for. You can't max it out right now or today or this month. Like, you need 4+ million guild coins and a a lot of gold. So the way he has set up, it's smart, it works. Now, before I exit it out, let me go back in here and talk about something. So you click this huge hammer, and yes, the damage reduce as well as the CC immunity by 20%, they don't show in the character sheet. So let's check it out here. Let's go into, yeah, I know, it's freaking OP, right? It's awesome. So if you check it out, so he's got the full warrior set instead of split gear to prove a point here, because the accessory, the necklace, has that 5% crowd control immunity, and you have the 25% from the magic stone sword, and from his passive as well. Where is it at? He has the crowd control immune, and it's additive into 60%. And if you are looking at his lineup, he can run a full light lineup. So let's go into here and let's just fight anybody. So if you have a full light, you gain 30% as well, and it is an additive. Now remember, in the guild tech we had that 20% crowd control immunity against the Petrify. That is not going to show in the character sheet whatsoever, or the damage reduced. It is a separate mechanic. But hear this out. We have talked to the developers and they have confirmed that that is the way they wanted it to be. While it is confusing for the newer players, that's why we got videos like, you know, my video and testing and things like that. They have confirmed after my tests and other people's tests that it is a multiplicative. Right? So what that means is that, so we have 60% crowd control immunity, we have 30% more from the full light team, that is 90%. So with the guild tech, it should be over 100%. And you know, when heroes like Michelle or Mim have 100%, nothing, no CC goes through. And that should have been the case if it was additive. But unfortunately, or maybe it's fortunate, maybe it's too overpowered, I don't know. But they have made it a multiplier. So when you're fighting against a Dark Arthindol, so let's just take a look here. So Dark Arthindol, from her active attack, has 30% chance to CC. Now, 30% chance to CC, and you know, let's go back into Asmodel here. Let's go back into Asmodel's just passive. Let's just look at his crowd control immunity passive. He has no warrior set. Let's talk about like no warrior set. Let's just take it all off. Just, you know, strip him. So right now he has 30% crowd control immunity. So if he's fighting against Dark Arthindol, we're gonna switch back and forth here. All right, so we have Dark Arthindol's 30% versus Asmodel's, right, 30% as well. So Zeals, shouldn't that work where you know, the 30% from Asmodel shaves the 30% chance from Dark Arthindol? No, it doesn't work like that. It's independent probability. So let's talk about it like this. You have a Nerf gun and you shoot that Nerf gun towards my body, and you have a 30% accuracy to head towards my body. But then I have my personal 30% to block your shot from the Nerf gun. So it's two separate, independent, right, probabilities. So you calculate that. So what is the probability of you with your Nerf gun hitting me, right? Even with my 30% chance to block. It becomes not 30%, not 0%, but it becomes 21%, right? But what about Asmodel with the full lights and with the full gear like so? Let's set up the gear properly with Magic Stone Sword. So he should have 90% and the separate multiplier from the guild tech as well. So what's the final verdict then? Just give me the straight up answer, Zeals. So Dark Arthindol's active, not basic attack, active chance to CC this Asmodel in a full light comp with that guild tech against the Petrify. So Dark Arthindol has 2.1% chance to land that CC, and Asmodel on the receiving end has not to be petrified against Dark Arthindol's active attack. Alright, so that's how it works. And I've been testing it all day as well, fighting against the double DAs. Let's check it out. In one fight's not going to show it, and I kindly asked Jason to pretty much use double DA. Alright, so let's just check it out here. And this is the, what is that? The Asmodel with the 90%. With this, the light faction boost, as well as the guild tech. So he is going to have 97.9% chance of not being CC from Dark Arthindol's active attack. And I've been pretty much hammering away. You know, in case the GM is wrong, I just been hammering away. And why am I trying to skip here? And I only had one incident in an hour where Asmodel was under CC from Dark Arthindol's, once again, Dark Arthindol's active attack. Right, Amin-Ra has 70% chance to petrify the front line, so it's a separate calculation there. But Asmodel in the back line, I put him in the back line because DA's basic attack has a separate percent to chance, you know, to petrify. What did I just say? Separate percent chance to what? Anyways, all right, so that's why I put him in the back line. I've just been hammering away all day, and I only saw one incident when this Asmodel got petrified from the double DA's active attack. And I was counting it up, every active attack, I was counting it, and I was just like, okay, confirmed, it's a multiplier. All right, so it's not 100% because, yeah, the petrify goes through. And yes, when I put Asmodel in the front line, that the Amin-Ra's active was able to petrify as well, right? If it's 100% in the character sheets, like, of course, Michelle, then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if it's 100% chance to CC. If Michelle has 100%, then it just, no CC is going to go through. But then, that's not the case, right? It's not the case. It is separate multiplier. So that's good to know. I know that was a little long explanation, but that's just how it works, guys. Okay, I'm on my baby account, and let's check it out here. So we did kill, oh, my Marauder got killed. So let's claim all, I already claimed it. So we are getting the campaign loot this week. So make sure you guys check your campaign window every 10 hours at the least. And I did check it throughout the day. I just didn't collect it. I just wanted to collect it in front of you guys. So let's check it out here. I've been at work all day, so I got 103 of these treasure maps, and all you got to do is pretty much just passively collect it every 10 hours. I don't know what you got to do, set an alarm, but just, you know, log into the game and play the game, and yeah, you get that. And for the rewards, it's pretty good, especially for my new account. It is awesome. The Magic Stone Sword, of course, it will be great if you're planning on doing some PvP. For me, I don't plan on doing PvP, so I might just skip this reward. I want to just purely focus on PvE. So for a new player, PvE centric focused player, I'm not going to go after this. But the cost is not bad if you're a spender. It's 3,300. It's not 3,600. So if, unless you're really unlucky, we're talking about $170-ish. So we're looking at a ballpark figure of the top one of these top packs, and the second to top, is that what you call it? Second highest one? Yeah, I can't talk right now. So we got that. But let's talk about the other rewards. So Penny as well as Valkyrie and even Valentino, to those that are like really lucky, right? Most people, these three heroes are going to be in like the pay to get territory. Of course, Valentino won't cost that much. If you get like 2,400, then you only need like $20 to get him. But if you want to get, we're talking about like what? Penny or Valkyrie, you need to spend maybe not $100, but in between 100 to like $20 to $30. All right. So if you're not going to spend, of course, Profit Orb event is coming around the corner. So if you're not interested in spending less than $100 for Penny or Valkyrie or, you know, Valentino, then what you can do is get either the scrolls or the Profit Orbs. And I'm really itching to do my Profit Orbs. I have 21 saved right now, and you guys have voted that I should save another week. It's not like I'm gonna, you know, die not progressing this week. Yeah, for newer players, using your Profit Orbs is not a bad idea, but for me, I don't really need to progress right now. It's my ult. I can still make plenty of content. So that's going to be it in terms of the campaign loot event. And we have the exciting gem box event. Now, I'm saying this because on my new account, I need every single box. And I'm freaking kicking myself for spending, what, 8,000 gems in doing the Heroic Summon event. And yes, I did get some fodder and some 5 stars along the way, but ooh, man, we're talking about missing out on all these, you know, gem boxes. So I'm quite limited. I'm going to try my best to save to get this gem box. I mean, I'm gonna make, I don't know, if I get the skin, I'll show you guys in like a separate video, but this skin is just flawless. I am so loving this skin, guys. I love this skin. Their artwork is going up and up, and it's quite unfortunate it's on Starlight. While Starlight is really good on a new player, but I would love it on my main as well. But hey, I guess, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, she looks so waifu. 10 out of 10 DH games. I'm loving this art so much. All right, I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know if I should make a wallpaper or make it my YouTube design. I don't know what to do with it, but I love it. I love the skin, and I might just get it for the portrait. I know that sounds stupid, but whatever. That's just me being me. I love aesthetics. But guys, there's of course the guild coins for early players. That is heaps of guild coins, and right now even for the veterans or, you know, the top echelon players that are in the end game, you need guild coins right now with the guild tech. So this is going to be a win-win purchase for the newer players. The orange artifact fragment is going to be huge. Yes, you may not be able to upgrade it if you're a new player because you don't have like artifacts to feed into this orange big boy daddy artifact like me. Like, look at my Vesa, right? There's no way I could upgrade this fearless armor. So I'm using it as like a 1-star fearless armor. Yeah, I have nothing to upgrade it with. Yeah, I'm a peasant. But even so, right, it's still an orange artifact, and you're gonna see value, right? So this is gonna be hands down worth. And for new players, the does, it's gonna be great. And the elite 5-star hero, oh man. You guys know what I'm talking about, that gamble aspect. It's there. Speaking of gamble, we're going to talk about some gamble stuff real soon. And the Profit Orbs worth. This one, not so much. But if you're, you know, swimming in gems, then sure. But for new players, if you're swimming in gems or cash, of course, completing the 4-star armor is going to give you a huge boost. So the gem box event and this week's campaign loot event, it's really exciting for my new account. And because of my stupid fatal, I'm just slapping myself in the face. You know, just slapping myself for that stupid mistake. Don't ever do that, guys, all right? Just learn from my stupid mistakes. All right, let's get some gems back here. We have some achievements to get through. So we did what? Crystal Crown League, win 10 games? Cool. Red equipments? Cool. 50. Oh yeah, so give me those gems. So yeah, guys, so other than that, we have this cool, like, they have finally, we have asked for this for months and months, and they have finally added this. And yeah, it looks quite depressing, but it's just the way the game is. It's a gacha game. It has like a gamble aspect, and that's why it's so addicting. But seeing it raw, like, you realize what, like, how either lucky you are or how almost impossible it is to get some of the heroes that you want. Right? Yes, it's nice to see the percentage, but don't let this discourage you. The whole fun of this game, or the point of this game, is just that whole gamble aspect and seeing if you can get lucky. So yeah, you'll get lucky, guys. Eventually you'll get lucky, trust me. I have done thousands, if not tens of thousands of summits. I have felt it all, guys. I have felt the luck as well as the other end of the stick, and eventually you're going to get the heroes. It just takes time. And people have been asking me why I have that full energy bar, why I don't open it. If this was my main account and if this was like a guide, I would of course open it right now, because I need to rush and, you know, just keep up with the rest of the team. But for me, like I said, I don't care if I'm last place in PvP or PvE. I'm gonna take my time and just do it my way. And yeah, that's my recommendation. I don't recommend you save this unless, you know, like literally a couple days from now, it is the Heroic Miracle event. So yeah, for me, I think it's going to be the Heroic Miracle event. We're due for Prophet Orb, so I'm going to just hold on to that. Maybe I'll open it, guys. Maybe if you guys leave a comment saying, you're not going to complete that Heroic Miracle anyways. Such a low % chance of you completing a Zeals. Let's be realistic. And you want me to open it, I'll just open it. I don't care. All right, let's visit my sad Celestial Island. Let's collect the gems. And let's take a look in the Prophet Orb or Prophet Tree as well. So yes, it is confirmed that, you know, the Fortress faction does have the lowest % chance, but still, I still want to kind of go after it. I don't know, I'm really split. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Should I orb Fortress or Forest? I can make an argument for both sides. We'll talk about it maybe later, but I just want to showcase this. So Dark Arthindol 0.134%, and I like that it's high. I actually like that. Remember, we got double Dark Arthindol recently, like a couple of weeks back. We got 2 in a 10 bomb. That was amazing feeling. I did get a Mim, and yes, I got a Fate Blade. Everything else except I never got an Aspen, Ada, Almond Raw, and a Bell Ring. Okay, so I got everything else. So yeah, over time, I'm gonna eventually get it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something out of it. Share, hit that like, and make sure you subscribe as well. It will really help me out. And I'll see you guys very soon with more videos for my new account, as well as featuring endgame content as well. Thank you for joining my journey today. Have a good one. Peace.